The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have officially ruled out Buccaneers star wide receiver Chris Godwin in their Week 3 matchup versus the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, starting left tackle Donovan Smith is doubtful, and star wide receiver Julio Jones is going to be a game-time decision. Firstly, in the case of Godwin and Jones, both players are still dealing with injuries that they sustained in Week 1 versus the Cowboys. In the case of Godwin, it is a strained hamstring. In the case of Jones, it is a knee injury. If those two players cannot go, Mike Evans is also suspended for the Bucs Week 3 matchup, so your wide receivers would include guys like Russell Gage, Brashad Perriman, Scotty Miller, Jalen Darden, Kalen Geiger, and Cole Beasley was just elevated from the practice squad to the active roster for the Bucs Week 3 matchup. Those would be your main wide receivers. Of course, the Buccaneers would miss their top trio of receivers in Godwin, in Jones, and in Evans. But, I think that guys like Gage and Perriman could step up, but there would definitely be a big noticeable difference in terms of the talent from the usual top trio that the Bucs typically have. Then in the case of Donovan Smith, he is still dealing with an elbow injury that he sustained in Week 1 versus the Cowboys. If he cannot go, the Buccaneers would have to rely on Brandon Walton as their starting left tackle. He'd be actually making his debut, his first start ever in his career at left tackle in the NFL. Josh Wells was just recently placed on the injured reserve. Just a few days ago, Brandon Walton actually had to come in relief of Josh Wells in the Bucs New Orleans Saints game, and he really did do a good job. So he even got a game ball after the matchup there in Week 2. So I would have a lot of confidence in Brandon Walton be able to step in. He has a lot of momentum on his side. Of course, you want to see guys like Donovan Smith out there as well, but I'm confident Brandon Walton can do a good, serviceable job if he is needed. The Buccaneers did also elevate John Molchon from the practice squad to the active roster as well. I imagine Fred Johnson would probably be the backup left tackle behind Brandon Walton if anything happened to where Johnson would have to play as well. So, yeah, again, not a great injury situation for the Bucs right now. You're down your starting left tackle. You're down your starting trio of wide receivers. It's not a great situation against a very good Green Bay Packers team. I'll have a preview video coming out later today as well, so stay tuned for that. But of course, obviously, if anything changes regarding these injury situations, we will probably talk about that in separate videos. Also, I will actually be going live tomorrow from where I'm at currently. I'm actually in Indiana. I will be live for the Bucs Week 3 matchup versus the Green Bay Packers, so stay tuned for that as well. Should be a lot of fun. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions about all these injury updates down in the comment section below. I would love to hear them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.